we take a team like Supremacy, I'm sure Rogue is as well, but Supremacy is definitely 100% passionate. You can see it in every round they play. It directly affects their mood if they're winning or not. They are 100% in that.
Yeah.
Completely.
And Supremacy will remember what it was like when they were in the semi-finals at last year's Invitational here in Montreal, different venue. But when Supremacy was here, they played Vitality. And we just had a big old French party when that happened, and I know Supremacy are really looking forward to coming out and being on stage here in Montreal. So they're coming to you very soon, along with Rogue, who, yeah, a terrific team, but a team that we kind of, they just walked through to the semi-finals. There they are, backstage at Supremacy. And Rogue there as well. Yeah, they had maybe the quietest sort of route. They just very simply got to the semi-finals, very proficiently, very expertly done. And oh, Rogue are in the semi-finals, aren't they? That seems quite simple. Should we meet them? Let's bring them out here at Montreal for the last quarter-final. Please welcome, from North America, Rogue! Easily, Brian / Avian Eclipse. Together, they are Rogue. Their opponents looking for that last spot in the semi-final. Please welcome Team Supremacy. Bridge and Bibu. They are Supremacy. It is North America against France. It is Rogue against Supremacy. Welcome to the quarterfinals. Let's see who's going to be our semi-finalists between these two teams. See if we can get a handshake organised between them as well. Should we try? Handshake, gentlemen, off you go. Find your way to the middle. All 10 of you. We've got 10 this time. So handshakes are here. And two teams looking pretty relaxed with what they've got to do ahead of them. Yeah, they're all looking fairly like they'd say, yeah, comfortable. That's a good word for it, Foxy. Yes, comfortable. And there's
well, I mean, to be comfortable, Rogue as a team has always been one of the best teams, so something like this isn't too nerve-wracking for them. They've been in front of many crowds, but just recently, they made a big change that has seemed to be working out for them.
Yeah, and on the topic of Rogue, Ranger, their coach has gotten a lot of credit, especially from the players of Rogue themselves, saying that he is one of the reasons that they're winning like they are now.
We'd seen Ranger at previous Pro Leagues when he was doing stats for it. He got picked up for what he can do, and he has helped Rogue get to these quarterfinals. So let's hear more about Rogue from North America with Slasher.
Being a part of the 6th Invitational is a really big deal for us. We were at the last one, and we almost won. It was a really close loss on the last map. So for us, it's a chance to redeem ourselves and win what we thought we could have won last time and make things right for us, kind of. To prepare for the 6th Invitational, we spent 10 days in Las Vegas. We focused mostly on basics because when the game gets crazy and there's tons of stuff going on, you can always fall back on the basics, like communication.
It is now down to a 3v5. They are trying to push the site. Slash gets one, Avian gets another, Lusty gets two.
Being in the top 8 doesn't provide any extra pressure for us. We felt we were really heavily underestimated coming in. The worst we could do is meet people's expectations if we lost, but now we're confident going in that our game plan is gonna carry us to the end. For us, I think the hardest opponent we'll face is probably FaZe Clan. The players are individually just like some of the most amazing players in the game. They have really good teamwork, and it would be a struggle for us to play against them. The key to winning the matches for us is just playing as a team and using each other as tools to help us win. For us, the only acceptable placing would be first place. We got second last time, and we're here to prove we can take first place. I just say be ready. We're coming in hot, and we don't expect to lose.
Slashug there from Rogue. Well, we got some good news for you, Slashug. FaZe that he was worried about, you won't be facing them if you win this, because EG just knocked them out. The winner of this will face EG instead. Rogue's route to here, like we said, it's not something we talked about a lot. I think it seemed quite just straightforward, like there were maybe other things to talk about more. I don't really know why. Rogue beat out Mindfreak in their first game back on Tuesday, which was 5-1 on Clubhouse and 5-3 on Border. And then they had a 3-map game against Team Liquid in Group B's winners bracket. They were 5-1 on Cafe. They lost Bank in overtime 6-4. And then they won 5-1 again on Consulate. So out of the 5 maps they've played, they've won 3 of them 5-1. I know it varies depending on who you're playing and what it is, but good position to roll into a quarterfinal from.
For sure. Another big reason on their success is they recently made a roster change, picking up Easily before the event, and Easily is someone with a lot of experience previously on Infamy, and the last season Infamy did insanely well. Shout out to everyone from Infamy who's here.
Yeah, they're here too. Map the boys. Yeah, Rams, we see you.
But since the pickup, Easily has been able to bring so much to the team. Everyone was so much more calm, a lot more confident, and like you said, like we saw, they were a lot more comfortable. So excited to see if they can keep producing what they've been putting in.
Yeah, let's meet their opposition. I'm tempted to give us a shout out to another guy of Infamy who's my unofficial manager. Let's see if he notices. No, he didn't. Let's get to meet, though, their French opposition. Supremacy. Let's talk to the man in the hat.
To be a part of the Six Invitational this year is very something special for me and my team, because we were on Xbox last year on the Six Invitational, and now we are here on PC on the Six Invitational, be a part of the 8 teams. So yeah, it's very amazing to be here and do this, the Six Invitational. My usual day with Rainbow Six, that now is one of the biggest part of my life, it's to wake up, be prepared, maybe take some time, and just after, we need to play a lot, because the level of the team is very, very good. We always need to play to learn something, something new. We know that the Six Invitational is the biggest event of the year on Rainbow Six Siege, so we prepare a lot against big teams. We practice and scrim a lot. We analyze some VODs, do some stats on the team, on the enemy team, so we are very prepared. We take a lot of time to prepare this event. Merci pour tout le soutien, c'est juste extraordinaire tous les messages qu'on a depuis qu'on est arrivé ici, depuis les matchs qu'on a fait. Même qu'on a perdu, vous étiez là. Merci beaucoup. On va essayer de tout donner pour la France. Encore une fois, merci, je le répète, mais c'est extraordinaire et on va tout faire pour gagner ce Six. Enjoy.
Enjoy. That's what we need to do. We will, I think. And we'll probably feel like, I'm going to stick it out there, I feel like we're going to enjoy this over 3.
Yeah, I'd say this is going to go to all 3. I know Supremacy's been practicing with Vitality right up to this, so that shows how close the community is. Even after taking quite a heavy loss for Vitality, they are ready there. And
Supremacy have been practicing with Vitality since Vitality were knocked out of this on Wednesday.
Yeah, they care about each other.
Wow. Credit to Vitality for that, because that was a beating out that was going to be.
Exactly, that's a big thing.
That was a tough one for them. We will look at our maps. for Rogue against Supremacy. Supremacy's route to here. They were the first time we saw CLG in Rainbow Six Siege when they played them in their opening match of Group C. And Supremacy showed us that maybe CLG were going to have some weaknesses here. They were the first team to beat them. They then lost 2-0 to Black Dragons, part of the route that Black Dragons had that we saw earlier on today. And then Supremacy had this amazing contest yesterday against Yeah Gaming. They lost 6-5 on Clubhouse, they won 6-4 on Bank, and then they went 5-0 on Consulate for some reason that they couldn't manage to do on the earlier match. It's just that one went a bit one-sided for them.
They were running out of time.
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. So we're going Supremacy's band first, and Clubhouse, that overtime map I just mentioned that they lost yesterday to Yeah. Don't fancy that. They lost that to CLG as well, so we won't go to Clubhouse.
I'm going to give the map ban phase going in favor of Rogue side. Again, like their recent step up from their coach and their new roster, it's hard to judge and pinpoint what they're comfortable on, especially with all the new stuff that they've brought. And Supremacy is one of those teams that they can flex on anything. So I'm expecting to see Zephyr on the glass if it comes to anything, but other than that, all of them are able to flex any operator. Even Zephyr.
And for Supremacy, Zephyr's been stepping up immensely. Like, this entire land he's just been playing out of his mind.
Well, map bans are coming along. We'll bring that to you as they happen. So yeah, let's go back to saying what we were saying about we think this is going to be 3 rounds. Obviously, the map pool is going to give us more of an indication how this is going to turn out. Why do we feel like this is going to be quite a close game? What do you think that these teams have in common, and you know what differences do they have that each team can also deal with?
Yeah, well, like I said, Team Rogue has stepped up immensely, so they're putting a lot on the line here, and the identity between them that they share is Supremacy is also insanely passionate. You saw them in the video. Bibu screaming up, Zephyr was throwing his hands up. Both teams are so passionate. They've been to several lands before. They haven't, done the best, but now things have changed, and one of them wants to be the winner. So we're gonna figure out who that is.
And playstyle wise, I just think they line up pretty well. They're both they're not over aggressive, none of them, and they're not overly defensive either. So I think they're gonna have a lot of fights like spread around the map, and we're gonna see some really even rounds that all depends on first picks, and that's gonna be most of it. I think it's gonna bounce up and down of who gets what.
There's our maps. We just couldn't bring them to you live as they happened. So Clubhouse went, Bank went.
So both teams want to give everyone a show.
This audience seems to quite like what they see. Coastline is where we will begin. Cafe and Border. How does that feel to you, Zach?
It's very rare we see a Coastline as the first pick.
It really is.
So I hope both teams have some secret sauce.
Pick as well.
Yeah, and CAF. It's been a while since we've seen that as well. So I really hope we get something new on those maps. If you're bringing out Coastline, especially, you gotta have something ready.
Especially since Coastline is one of those maps that haven't been yet to explore. Yeah. All the bomb sites haven't even touched.
Yeah.
So
we haven't seen it with either of these teams in the last few days that we've been playing this, and obviously prior to this there was a bit of a gap between this and Pro League. So yeah, we can expect some fun on Coastline, I think. We'll go there then, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to the coast. We'll do it with Rogue. We'll do it with Team Supremacy. We'll find out if NA or the European side in the shape of France will get the last spot in the semi-finals. Enzo and Milos will take us through this. Let's find out who's going to be the last semi-finalist of the 6th Invitational.
Bonjour Montreal, we are back here in this stage, and this time we have a French team in the quarterfinals. It is, of course, Supremacy facing off going Rogue. GG Rogue have had a very, very sick play style coming into this, and we're absolutely so much deeper into this. Of course, I am Rassam Miloš Finjin. With me is Devin Enzo Becker. We're getting ready for this explosive best of 3. We've had EG winning out last game versus FaZe. Absolutely amazing game. But here, Coastline is map number 1, Devin.
That's how you start it in the last match of the day to make sure this one's just as interesting as the last 3. A winner team here from Rogue goes through the straight through the winners brackets, and Supremacy working their way back up from the bottom to bring us Coastline as their pick. That is how you do it. Just kicking this off. Let's see who's best prepared, not only for this matchup, but for this map. It is going to be a heck of a battle between these two. France versus the U.S. Both teams looking ready. You saw the confidence on Ranger's face and the confidence on the other coach as well. Just ready to get this underway and see what's going to happen as we go straight to prep phase here. Easily on the buck, interestingly enough, instead of Eclipse. Something we've talked about quite a bit. They seem to be way more flexible on what they're playing, who they're playing. It's very unpredictable now. Supremacy sticking, as we've talked about before, a lot of times to the older school operators, going just pretty much up to, well, Coastline's release, and that being the Velvet Shell release with Rafael on Mira. Now we're seeing, of course, the old school Bandit, Jaeger, maybe go on that Roam combo we've seen before, but chances are one of them probably sticking to sight. And then we've got Brit on that smoke to be a nice anchor along with Rafael. This is a very Roam-friendly map if you know what you're doing. And starting down in Kitchen is something we've seen has been kind of a debatable way to play it. A lot of teams used to prefer Penthouse, but I feel like Penthouse has been getting torn apart quite a bit. Considering this is Supremacy's map pick, I think they know something that Rogue probably doesn't yet, but is about to find out in probably about 30 seconds.
Yeah, and Rogue, of course, not really expecting this kind of defense to be put up against them. They will have Slash at least on the Ying, so that'll be something to open up the side. Of course, Ying has been a staple of pretty much the entire Invitational so far. Now just joining in, they will verify the sites and just make sure how the defenses are set up from Team Supremacy here, checking blue bar. Nobody set up in there as Brian on the Thatcher is upstairs in the billiard room, and Hookah Lounge will be taken now by Easily. He's trying to get into a better position here just to try and buck the floorboards, and as we say, taking control of the top floor is always important before you push down.
Bibu, though, on the run, he's going to try and stop this out, that skeleton key giving away the position of that buck. He's going to try and find Easily. Easily actually has been one of the top fraggers lately for this team. Oh, unfortunately, I think he hit the Claymore. A little bit of a utility loss there, but Spark and Bibu both going to be a problem here. It's like you're out Easily, though, going to spot one, force him to rotate off. Easily now trying to push that. Unfortunately for him, Spark going to run away and just bait him in a little bit further and tell Bibu what he's dealing with, so him and Zephyr could come around for a potential flank if needed and leave the rest of the team on site. Brian down to half health, too. Not a great start for him.
Brian still top. Zephyr trying to find an off angle here. Slash is just gone right into the Kitchen. He's just trying to 1v1 here. Somehow Rafal will get the kill, and that Slash down on the floor. No more Ying, but so low on HP here, Rafal. The smokes are going to get popped as Brian gets kill number 1, and he will get the second one. Zephyr will fall to the floor. Eclipse with one more on Brit, leaving only 2 alive, the Ella and the Mira. Remember, Rafal is low on HP from that very awkward engagement downstairs with Slash, but Spark will take one. That's Zofia to the floor, goes for the 1v1, but Avian will triumph. Leaving only Rafal alive with the Vector now. Trying to pinch him out here. Very difficult angle to play around with as Brian comes in. He's going to be the first one to rush in as he has the least health on his team as Avian gets right on in and gets the diffuser down. Rafal will take down one. No C4 to throw out, but he will get the kill on Avian. 1 versus 1. Both players low on HP in the first round. 10 says up. Rafal playing around here, but the win from Ryan. Rogue take round number 1.
How does Brian go from having about 10 HP to 3 kills on top of that? On top of his getting a Thatcher, no less. Something I know we sometimes underestimate, but that L85 is a dangerous weapon in the right hands. But it was still a heck of a fight from Rafael, cooking something up in the Kitchen that I don't think Rogue was completely prepared for, especially Slash. So much flash in there, he couldn't even see himself from all the stuns, smokes, just a complete bit of chaos there. However, I don't think we'll see a complete repeat of that. We are going to see Zephyr on that Glass that we were talking about previously. Brit going to be bringing that buck this time, and Rafael going to be bringing that Ying. We are going to see a repeat of Kitchen. Both teams preferring that as their primary bomb site. We'll see if the defense is going to be set up a bit differently as it already is with Castle there. Then, of course, we'll see some great attack plays from Supremacy as that's their preferred bomb slot, makes me think they've got some good attack strats for it.
Of course, we see Zephyr picking up the glass, and that is really what you want to have when you are pushing into kitchen, because it will give you the